Hello?
Yeah, hello. My name's Chuck. Is this Christy?
Yeah?
Yeah, hi. I received a note. I guess you were taking marine phytoplankton, and I guess you were seeing some pretty good results with it. I was just calling up to talk to you if I could for a moment.
Okay.
Okay. Would I guess you had cancer, correct? Or you do have cancer?
Yes.
And I guess you had some bleeding problems and so forth, and that actually has been improving since you've been taking marine phytoplankton?
Yes, it has.
Really? Has it?
Not gone, but it has improved.
It definitely has improved?
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a note here that you said it was actually improved by 70%. Is that?
Well, I wasn't quite sure, but it has improved quite a bit.
It has quite a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know you just started taking marine phytoplankton, correct?
Yeah, and I wanted to call you already on it. I have ordered now 2 times the powder. What is the difference between the tablets and powder?
It's convenience. The tablets cost, the pills, capsules cost more money just because, to send them to a place to have them encapsulated,
right.
Of course. And but actually, the cheaper way to do it is what you're doing. So it's some people don't like the taste. Personally, I don't like the taste of it. So I like the pills better, the capsules. But some people don't mind the taste, and you save a little bit of money that way. So they prefer to drink them. We get quite a few people that like the bottles just because it's convenient. You can travel with it. So all you got to do is you can take them with you if you go someplace. Where the powder's very, you just have to. It's more of a home thing, because you got to have your spoon and water and glass there. So.
Okay. How many does one take of those pills?
Take anywhere from 3 to 4 pills a day if you did the capsules.
Do I take them at once or?
Yeah, you can take them at once. Some people split it up and they take it. I know one guy, he's actually recovering from lung cancer, and he's doing very good. And he says he was spitting up blood. That's how bad it was. He said in 7 days that stopped, and he says he can breathe, and he's sleeping through the night. And I asked him what he was doing. He says, I take 2 pills in the morning and 2 pills in the evening. And he says, I sleep better, I breathe better, I'm working all day, I have more energy. So I think some people, they just split it up. And, so that's the only difference. Some people prefer it just once a day. I normally just take mine first thing in the morning. And I have enough energy at night. I'm afraid if I take it too close to bedtime or after 5 o'clock, it'll keep me up. Even though people do say they sleep better on it because I think the body is more nourished and relaxed that way. So.
Yeah. No, I like it better when I take it early in the morning, then I can forget about it.
And that's a good one. That's what I like too. It's
tired and kind of drive around.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it for a while because I'm still on hospice.
Yeah. Oh, are you? Yeah.
And they thought I might go every moment.
Oh, you're kidding.
No.
Oh.
They found that I had also blood clots in my lungs.
Oh.
And I was extremely anemic, and I was on oxygen and so on. But
if you're suffering that much, I would take a spoonful twice a day. A teaspoon in the morning and a teaspoon in the afternoon. I didn't realize you were suffering that much.
Well, I'm over it now.
Are you?
Because now I'm doing so well, they all kind of say, if you get any better, we can keep you on hospice. You're doing too well.
Oh, my God.
I'm back and doing shopping, and I'm doing the laundry, I'm doing the cooking.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Christy, that is wonderful. That is, you go by Christy, right? Or Chris?
Chris.
Okay. Crystal. And, oh, my God, that is just remarkable. That is very impressive. That your health has come back quite a bit then. That's why I'm saying I would definitely go to to a spoonful in the morning and a spoonful in the afternoon. And because with, your life is on the line here. If you notice a benefit already, some of the other cancer patients that I know that called in to say what they were doing, they said that they were taking 2 teaspoons or 2 teaspoons a day, normally twice a day, because that way you get it in your body, and a lot of times your digestive system and everything, it's in your body and starts to go through within 6 hours or so. So to go the second part of the day, you're getting more of a 24-hour around-the-clock nutrition benefits from marine phytoplankton if you do take it twice a day. If you're just healthy, like myself, I'm very healthy. I've been in nutrition my whole life. I work out, I exercise, I eat all kinds of good stuff all the time. So I just take it once a day, and sometimes I'll just take a small dosage, and normally, a lot of people do that. But in your case, you were in the hospice, so if they're releasing you and they're seeing improvements, that's an amazing story. And I just didn't realize, when you said, you had some bleeding problems, I thought, there was just traces of cancer. I didn't realize it was that serious and that they've actually already had you in the hospice.
But they actually, when I ended up in the hospital because I couldn't breathe. And then they found out I was extremely anemic because of inner bleeding. And so they put me on oxygen, and then they examined me everywhere, and then they said that I have rectum cancer. And so they wanted to do the surgery. And then the surgeon came and he said, it would be much easier for me if you take radiation first. And that got me the wrong way. I felt like, what, I'm taking radiation for him or for myself?
Oh, my God.
And then he brought the man in, and I was very, very weak. I couldn't get up out of bed by myself. And he said, we pick you up with ambulance and drive you to my office, and there you will get it for 6 weeks. You get radiation. And I said, what does that mean? And he said, well, we prepare you, and then you lie on your stomach for 15 minutes. I said, I can't lie on my stomach. I can't breathe. I can't even lie on my side and can't breathe. It takes only 15 minutes. So I said, well, thank you, I will think it over. And then the surgeon came back and asked me if I had made arrangements. I said, no, I believe this man needs somebody to pay his mortgage, and I'm not willing to do that.
So you never did go through the treatment, correct?
No. Then came the house doctor from the hospital, and he said, I tell you, you have several choices. And he said, with the lung, what do you call it? What did I say? These lung clots.
Yeah.
Blood clots.
Blood clots.
They can take off any minute, and you can die any minute. And I said, why should I go through all this stuff? And then he said, we could give you blood thinner, and that would dissolve the blood clots. But if we do that, then the bleeding gets more. And that's when I chose. I said, I'd rather go home and just live my life. And
yeah.
that was on the 1st of December I came home, and I had the hospital bed here and the oxygen and all. I slept in the hospital bed one night, and I made up my mind that was it. And so here I am.
Wow. How long ago was this? Goes back how many weeks?
I came out of the hospital on the 2nd of December.
The 2nd of December? Okay. And because then you saw the ad that was in the paper about the gentleman who had colon cancer, correct?
Yes.
And
actually, a friend of mine who was at that time still sleeping here with me during the night. So my husband, he's 83.
Yeah.
Get his sleep at night, and so he Well, she brought it to me and said, have a look. And that's when I ordered it.
So, wow. And so that would probably go back. That would be, so you're probably, if you've been taking large doses, I would think it's 3 months, and here we are in May, you know. I've talked to some of the other people, or the comments that I've heard back from other people that have seen the health benefits, whether it was diabetes or whatever the case was. It seems like they've needed to be on larger dosages to see the, you know, when they're having serious health problems, and you know, so I would definitely increase it. And you're already, so your energy level has definitely come back somewhat, right?
Definitely, and I can sleep. I have no problems.
Wow. That's exactly what Jeff Davis has said. He has lung cancer, and they wanted to give him chemotherapy. He says no, and they gave him 6 to 7 months to live. And he said, Chuck, he's like, you guys gave me back my life. And I was talking to him. He's on the roof, and he's working with 19-year-olds. And he says, look at this. This is just a week and a half since I've been taking the product. I feel great. And I said, don't push it. You know, you still have cancer. You know, but he's like, I can tell I'm feeling better. The pain already went away. I can play with my kids. And he's like, I'm no longer spitting up blood. And he's like, I can breathe. And he's breathing in and out for me, and I can hear him, you know. And so it's, you know, that's why I would, and he was just taking a small dosage. Actually, he was taking just a little bit more than what you're taking right now. He was taking 4 capsules. He's taking the capsules. So, and I told him, you know, he's already doing good with that, so he's fine. But in your case, if you're that close and your body's fighting so much, you know, and definitely try not to eat a lot of red meats, and try not to drink soda pop and stuff. They say sugar feeds cancer, so you don't want to be, you know, indulging.
I have read a lot about it. And
have you? Good.
From Hopkins University, they brought a new thing out telling you about cancer, because it says we all have cancer and it never goes away, except when it is less than so many millions.
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore. It stays.
Yeah, right. That's it. And cancer's got to have a breeding area or of your body to grow in. You know, it's just like anything. The situation's got to be right. So.
They told me, they said, now you can go home and eat and drink and whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Because they probably thought I would take off any minute.
Yeah. So with that, you know, I would definitely, because I'm surprised you're seeing this kind of results on just 1 teaspoon a day is remarkable. I really, I think you should double your dosage.
Also, I get a nurse in once a week from hospice, and she takes my blood pressure.
Yeah. And
she is amazed. I was always on the high end of blood pressure.
Yeah.
And
your blood pressure has come down?
Yeah.
Oh, they just probably don't know what to think, huh?
I have had it between 90 and 110 over 60.
Wow.
And that's how it is going. But I do take blood pressure medication.
Yeah.
So we are kind of wondering when we can cut down on that, but we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you always want to monitor it. We run into the same situation with, we've had people that are diabetics that have taken marine phytoplankton, and then they notice their glucose level balancing out. So if they're on a medication or, you know, taking insulin and so forth, you have to monitor that. Especially in their case, they already check themselves regularly.
Right.
But in your case, if you're taking a blood pressure pill, and now your blood pressure is starting to balance out, you don't want to overdo it by taking the pill too. So you just have to watch it or cut down on your medication.
I will go with, when it comes to it, we are not ready to tell the doctor and kind of get him all good.
Yeah.
So when we are ready, then I will ask him if he thinks we should do a change.
Yeah, because what they're checking you, they should know, you know, so they should be able to say, geez, you don't need to be on this medication. And, you know, if you're healthy and you're taking medication, a lot of times it's just going to cause problems if you don't need it. So
I'm not driving yet.
Yeah.
where I feel a little unsure yet.
Yeah. And would you mind me asking how old you are?
Yes, I'm 81.
You're 81. You are a remarkable woman. And you've gone through so much here. I feel for you that, if they had you sitting in the hospice and, they're basically telling you...
I'm not in the hospice.
Yeah.
I'm at home.
At home. Yeah, but basically they're telling you you have very little time left.
Right, that's kind of how they sent me.
Yes. And just, enjoy yourself while you can, basically. And now you're getting better.
Yes.
So what I found out is most people take larger dosages, even though it's pretty expensive to take, but they see the benefits. And once the benefits start to come, then they can go lower the dosages to more of a maintenance dosage. So you don't need to keep taking that for the rest of your life unless you want to. But some people, price is a very big factor, and I just didn't want to see people going broke trying to get healthy either, even though that's normally the case when you end up at the doctor's and stuff too. So, but
I'm also very big in praying because I'm a minister.
Oh, are you? So I kind of figured that. You put the R-E-V in the front of your name there.
Yeah.
So that's good because I'm a Christian too, and I'm a firm believer in that and praying and also what you believe too. You got to keep the right mindset. You can't just give up, and because
our philosophy is change your thinking, change your life.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, exactly. Change your thinking and it will change your life. So, and that's where I think when people give up is when they notice everything going down, and that's where you can't just give up. So if you're not ready to give up, then it's obviously not going to be your time to go.
I'm not ready.
Yep, and so...
I want to prove these funny doctors.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So I'm right there with you. So, well, I am so glad to hear that. I'm just so glad. But I definitely would like, like I said, some of the other ones that I've noticed have had serious situations like yourself have been on at least 2. It's a whole food, so you can't take too much of it. So it's considered a whole food nutritional product. It's not like it's a drug or anything. So.
But is it, when you say whole food, does that mean like it's a whole meal?
Well, no, when they say whole foods, it's basically, it's not like, for instance, if you take a vitamin C, for instance, they might take beta or vitamin A, let's say. They might take beta carotene from carrots, and they isolate all that nutrients from the carrot, where the carrot is a whole food, and that's what I mean by whole food. It's the whole food is there. It's just food, and because we get people saying, well, I need to talk to my doctor. Can I take this product? And we're like, well, if your doctor says you can eat food, then basically you can eat this. It's not like we're telling you to take certain kind of herbs or a weird combination of something like that. It's just considered food. It's actually the foundation of the food chain in the ocean. That's what everything else in the ocean would not be there if it wasn't for marine phytoplankton. That's how important this tiny little plant, and it's the size of a red blood cell. It's so microscopic in size. And
how did you get it, and how did you bring it to Victoria?
And actually, how we came across it, well, it all started in Vancouver when a gentleman up there started eating it. He was growing it for his shellfish, and actually I think they were selling it for people who have shellfish farms. And what they realized is when you feed marine phytoplankton to shellfish, they start to double and triple in size. They get real plump and healthy, so they can sell their shrimp or their lobsters or whatever they're feeding, and they get much bigger in size. And so he figured when he was diagnosed with cancer, he started eating the stuff just out of a gut feeling, and he started seeing the benefits, and that's what started the frenzy. When that word got out that he ate that and his cancer, they gave him 9 months to live, and they gave him a clean bill of health. He has no cancer whatsoever. They actually went in to do an operation. He had lung cancer, and they went in to do something to where he can breathe better, I guess, so he wouldn't die in his own saliva or something to that effect. And when they went in, all the cancer was gone, the tumors, so forth, and they were just amazed. And so when word of that got out, other people started showing up at his place. Now, his was more of a shell farm, so the way they grew it was a little bit different. And since then, the technology has advanced, and people went to to Europe and got Europe researchers onto it and come up with the highest form of marine phytoplankton species that's out there, grown in a completely controlled environment, specifically for human consumption. And so the benefits are just amazing because of that. And every batch is 100% the same. It's all tested for human consumption and for food and poisoning from the FDA and so forth, so it's safe to give. It's not FDA approved, but they don't approve foods. They only get into approving drugs and so forth. Right, but so it is. It's considered a food. It's basically, it's an algae. It's in the algae family, so it's basically an algae,
Smells to me.
What's that?
That is how it smells.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of an algae, and especially since it's marine algae, it has that real seaweed kind of smell to it. That's why I like the pills, because I just don't care for that kind of stuff. But some people don't mind. And, well, I'd love to, if it's fine, check back with you there. And I'd even love to, I don't know if you'd be willing to send me a picture of yourself, but I'd love to put the little 2x2 picture on the internet of you on there for other people to be at least to hear your story of improvements, because so many people have called us and are skeptical, and they're like, what kind of snake oil is this? And we're like, no, it's but some people just don't believe it. They don't believe it, and they will only do other things that a lot of times aren't helping them. And I just wish more people would give this a try. So anyway.
Your name?
My name is Chuck. C-H-U-C-K? Yeah, Chuck. So, and what I'll do is I'll email you too, and I'll get you my contact information. So if you need to call me for anything, you'll have my phone number and fax number and email address there too.
Okay.
So don't ever hesitate to pick up the phone and call me, and we'll look forward to hearing from you again, okay?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. I sure enjoyed talking with you. Thank you. Bless you, okay?
Okay, bless you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.